Kathleen Clerk, a cat coin, and this is the name of a person, right? Like Kathleen is like a celebrity or someone, I don't even know, but yeah, it looks like a person's name. And this coin is a slow moon, and that's for sure. Can we see the market cap though? I have to refresh. It's high up at the moment, but yeah. So at the moment right away, it's not an ape, but looking at this chart, clearly a slow mooning coin, and the type of coin I would usually ape into. It's 5 days old, 5 days it has been slow mooning in more or less this diagonal pattern. The only concern here is that the volume has been inconsistent. So when it comes to slow mooners, the sign I'm looking for is more or less stable volume. It does not have to be huge, but it does have to be stable. And here we can see quite a bit of gaps where there is no volume whatsoever. So complete dead zones. Distribution looks great other than someone holding 8%. Thread section is thriving, that's for sure. People are talking there. That's a great sign. But you can see here, transactions, as you can see, are so shallow. Hours ago, and that's simply not sufficient. I mean, this coin has been slow mooning so far, yes, but doesn't look too good in my opinion in terms of the volume. So even if I found this coin at 15k, like I would have not aped into it just for this reason, since there is no volume. And even if there is volume, it's just the bumping transactions which really don't count as real volume. I'm going to take a look at Telegram, but slow mooners usually have really inactive telegrams. 200 members, as you can see, that is amazing. So when it comes to slow mooners, this general number counts more than people online. But usually it's the other way around. When it comes to first waivers, you want to count the active people, and the total amount really doesn't matter. But here 200 members, that is nice. People have been active, that's for sure. You can see them talking here. Now just 3 people online and no voice chat. But slow mooners don't have this sort of an activity. But yeah, if you are in, congratulations. But if you want to join this project, I would say it's too late. And even here, I wouldn't have aped because volume clearly is lacking, and this really throws me off. So this coin has no socials, and we can clearly see there was no volume here in the first stages, which is a bit bad, and here as well, there was no volume whatsoever. I'm going to take the volume indicator out, which is the best tool you can use, by the way. I'm not sure why it's not the default tool here on Pump.Fun, because it's so important, but you can see here the volume indeed was very shallow. But now it's getting back in, but it's setting pressure. The distribution does look great. Here you can see there was no volume for the 20 minutes, and in the last 5 minutes it did kick back in, kind of. What about the threads section? As there is not much conversations. Just going to skip this one because it's kind of high, in my opinion, for this coin in particular. It has no socials, it has no thread sections, and no volume. So you can see 3 very bad signs. And this coin, yes, you could have made money because it launched at 5k obviously, but you also got to ask yourself, how high can a coin go? And for that coin, more than 20k, I can't really imagine, because it isn't complete. The website isn't there, no socials, which should obviously be great, and without them you shouldn't even ape into coins. One more thing you should look at is holder distribution. You want to make sure there is 20 people in this list, at least, because if there is less than 20 people, it means the community is not really that big at the time. So you can see here no one's really saying anything in the thread section, which is an issue, but there is sufficient volume, which is nice. Now the website. This kind of looks good. I like the different colors here, so visually it does look appealing, and I would for sure say that it's better than an average website. So this right here is nice. I like this font. It's like this Lego original font which they have, so very nice replication. But there is one issue with this coin. The market cap is low, And when those first waves drop below 10k, they are very likely to die, unfortunately. So the perfect entry usually, in my opinion, is at about 15k when it comes to those Pump.Fun coins. Because anything below 10k, just 50% dip, it's back to baseline. So it can die down extremely quickly. Video chat only 10 people, 35 in the group. I would say this is below average for sure. So in that sense, the coin isn't attractive either. It's rather a bad sign. This one is slow mooning. And by the way, do your own research because this one did look kind of great in my opinion. Even though very shallow in volume, unfortunately. But if it kicks back in, this could be a nice coin to trade. For sure. Slow mooners are way safer than those first wavers. I never trade first waves on Pump.Fun, very barely if there is a great trend. But otherwise I don't touch first waves because classic pattern when it comes to first waves is just this pump and dump. They're just very risky, there's nothing to rely on, no dip levels, no nothing, no support resistance, no psychological levels. The Fibonacci isn't going to work here. You can use it, but it's not going to be of any use, unfortunately. Those early coins do not follow any of this. But you can see here 20 people holding. The distribution does look nice. Very few people are talking. There is a website, so let's speedrun coins. Very simple website. But the only issue is it's early in the market cap. So there is a golden middle. Above 20k, you get less profits, but the coin is established. Below 10k, you get most profits, but the coin is not really established at all. So 15k usually is the best in my opinion. So if I was to be trading that coin, I would first wait for 15k dollar market cap, which kind of sounds ridiculous because you could buy it right now at 8k, right? But the thing is that it's risky. And at 15k, the signs would be more clear. You would be able to see, is the developer still active? Is he still there? Is he planning to prepay the DEX? Is the community growing? Is there a bigger threat section? So with a bigger market cap, those bullish signs or bearish signs are going to become more clear. And this coin at the moment is completely uncertain. Look at the volume, look at the chart, look at the small community. And you never should force a trade. So this one simply isn't an ape, but you should re-examine coins later on when they're higher in its market cap. That is very well an option. Because things change, right? A coin which is bearish can become bullish, a coin which is bullish can become bearish. So it's all about re-examination and constant screening. So usually I just open coins and keep the tabs opened to recheck them later for a better entry, for an optimal entry. This coin, for example, looks absolutely ridiculous, and you shouldn't trade such coins because take a look at this pattern. Pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump. It is downtrending as well, by the way, as you can see from here. So clearly a very bearish example, bearish representation. That's like one of the worst charts you could be trading. So just from the looks of the chart, this can tell you a lot. And this particular coin, I would never trade because of the chart. So the chart has to be higher lows. This would be very bullish. You can buy the dips, you can buy the lows and sell the top, or more or less diagonal. But this coin is a slow mooner, but unattractive one. That's what I want to emphasize. So not every slow mooner has attractive chart, for example. So I'm not really bullish on this one. But if volume kicks in, this could be attractive in a few hours, in a few days, because it is slow mooning. So the developer is there, he's doing burns and all that, but we're not going to dive deeper into it because at this moment it's not attractive at the moment.